Hope Dorsey. I'm a 15-year-old upcoming sophomore at Hiram High School. With this internship here at Paulding Jet Center, my mother called in prior to this summer, and she was, it was more of an just open, I'm interested, I love aviation, which I had a burning passion for it. And she just called in and asked if there were any positions available for a voluntary spot just for this summer before school began to roll. So that's how I got involved, and I was interviewed, and after the interview process I qualified for this position. It took a toll on me, it really did. I was ecstatic that I wanted this to be my whole summer hands-on aviation, because it's a passion. You gotta love it, honestly, you have to love it. When I was younger, I grew up around aviation, basically. I did, and it's just, I just never get tired of it. Nothing ever gets old. I'm the first pilot, basically the first pilot. My mother, she owns a barbershop right across from the Dobbins military base, so that's where my interest, I'm always captivated by what's flying in the sky and the dynamics behind it. So, it's not offered at Hiram. There's no type of aviation or aerodynamic type. They're close, like robotics, and there's like JROTC, which is a military pathway, which is strongly suggested if you're going to the military to pursue. But with the core classes that I'm taking now, there aren't any electives that I can get involved with. So summer is where I hit it hard and where I strive for aviation. Aviation Career Education, ACE, it's an acronym, and it's a week-long, it's sponsored by Delta Airlines, and it's a week-long event filled with various activities that are lined up for us. Incorporated in the ACE program, more of a focus is STEM, it stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And that's basically what it's focused around. It's not just a fun event, and well, not a fun event, I didn't mean to say that, but it's where you can learn about all aspects of aviation, and you don't have to just go into that career field being a pilot or a flight attendant. There's a lot of positions from engineering to even being in the management field at Hartsfield-Jackson, so it's a broad, very wide. We toured Hartsfield-Jackson, the Delta OCC Operations Control Center, Technical Operations Center. We went down to Pensacola and toured the Naval Base. We we toured one of the ground control towers. Last year we had also toured the air control tower. We had gone into the new international terminal, so they spread us out, basically, the fire station, any aspects that kids can look forward to. We did. Our last day, our graduation day, Friday the 27th, we flew in a series of 7 777 simulators from Boeing, 737-800 simulators, and the 57 simulators, where we were able to take off, be an in-flight experience, thunderstorms, turbulence, and also land. We did. I flew a Cessna 172 with the G1000. The G1000 is just an updated navigation system. It's a glass cockpit, and I flew it from Falcon Field, Peachtree DeKalb to LaGrange. Because in the simulator, it's a simulation of an airliner, a Boeing, and then we flew. The actual flying experience was a single-engined, smaller aircraft. So you were able to feel all the forces of flight, basically. I am also interning at Superior Flight School in McCollum, so I do fly out of there a lot. So this was just, yes, you could say another milestone in my life that I experienced, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. My first experience started when I was 9, and I attended space camp in Huntsville, Alabama, and my first flight was a summer after that through the Young Eagles program, and I flew out of McCollum, where I'm flying out of now. It takes a village. That's what my director said. He began, it takes a village. It's really not about yourself. You guys all have to come together. And because I learned all aspects of aviation, it's not just about the pilot, it's about the whole crew. It's about the installation of the plane. It takes a village, really. You have to come together and as one, and teamwork. You just have to, you can't be self-centered in this aspect. You have to depend on others, really. Everyone. It was a total of 40 students, six females and 34 males, and there wasn't one person that I had not talked to that said at least one sentence where it didn't leave me impressed. Like, whoa, we all had the same heart and burning passion towards aviation. So this experience had put in a different perspective for others. Like, there are more of me's and other females and males, our youth generation as a whole. So no, not just one, but everyone as a whole just made me very appreciative for where we're going. You have to provide a transcript, which they will not take anything lower than a 3.0, but I had a weighted of 3.5, so I was way a GPA. And you do have to have an essay that will impress them. It cannot be standard as, I like aviation, this is what I want. You have to tell why and where you kind of started. You don't have to have a background, but just basically you have to impress them. And also 3 recommendation letters from others. So it's a hard process basically, and it's over 1,000 if I'm not mistaken applicants, and they come down to 40. So this year I included my my internship here and how I was hands-on. So this aspect of hands-on with fueling and marshalling and tugging, and this aspect was a bonus. And then also when I'm flying out of Superior Flight School at McCollum, that was a flying aspect, and here was a hands-on. So I had a bit of both, and then I just I started with my passion when it began and all the events following up. So my essay pretty much spoke about my experience. I came into this, I had experience, but it was just flight. I never knew how to fuel, and I really have to give a big, not a shout out, but a big thank you from the bottom of my heart to my managers, Joe Sarber and Jeff Beal. They took me up, they took me in, and they took out of their time, you know, that they didn't have to, just to show me and just do it all over again. And I could tell that it was something that wasn't just done, it was taught. I learned the phonetic alphabet like in a day. Fueling, you have to, there's 2 different types of fuel that we use, Jet A and then 100 low lead avgas. Learning the different types of prop, there's a turboprop and then a piston. Moving the aircraft, marshalling aircrafts in. So there were a lot of aspects that I did pick up and that I did learn. I'm very thankful for them. At Superior Flight School at McCollum, KRYY is the airport code, Ted Scott, he's a loving, sincere, wholehearted male, and he took me in as well. He was another type of father figure. He and I went flying every week, alternating from Thursdays to the weekends, and in various aircrafts from a Cessna 150 tailwheel, and he spent his time, and I can tell that he was extremely dedicated. He gave me a lot of information, a lot of materials and resources that I still have, and you know, he's someone that I would never forget. He's made an impact on my life, Ted Scott. Him and I, the sky was the limit with him. He just went his all for it, so I appreciate him as well. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Because this is, if you really love it, just take it all the way out. Don't ever get discouraged, because it pays off. All the hard work, all the nights that you may have not slept, all the processes that it takes. Don't ever get discouraged. Just don't let anyone tell you no. And in the future, well, specifically with Delta, there's a lot of retirees at the age of 65 that you do have to retire. So our generation is looking forward to strive forward and go through with this. This is something that we need. So,
my name is Joe Sarber. I'm the operations manager here at Paulding Jet Center. Our internship program started this past summer when Hope Dorsey's mom called us and asked us if we had any type of program that would incorporate kids and youth in aviation. So after meeting with our general manager, Jeff Beal, about it, we came to a conclusion that we thought it'd be a great idea to help incorporate local teens in the aviation field. We have the airplanes, we hope they have the ambition, so we thought if we could bring them both together and start bringing kids into the aerospace field. A lot of people are kind of worried about how to get involved and how to start, so we're kind of hoping we can break that wall down for them and give them the opportunity. We haven't decided how we're going to post this or how we're going to go about it. This is all new to us, and we're assuming that we're going to get a rush of people. We are going to have credentials that are going to have to be met. As like with the ACE program, we're going to have GPA required. History of aviation, you're going to have, you know, a desire for it. We're not just going to accept anybody. Juniors and seniors only. And you have to pass kind of an oral interview between General Manager Jeff and I, and just to make sure your heart's in the right spot. Our internship program is going to continue next summer. We are working on the details of it now. As of right now, we're looking at keeping 2 interns, with Hope returning for her second and last summer. Then we'll bring on what we're going to call a rookie intern next summer, and then that rookie will then come back as a lead intern the following summer. So we're looking at 2 interns this summer with a max term of 2 years. The reason we decided to go with the internship program here is Paulding County's been so great to us here at Paulding Jet Center. We thought it'd be a great way to give back to the community and bringing kids in with the aviation field. For more information on the Paulding Jet Center, visit www.pauldingjetcenter.com. Call Paulding Jet Center at 678-384-8510.